Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about The Grabber from The Black Phone. Let's get right into it. Now, as I was watching this, I've seen it 3 times already. About to go see it for a 4th time, literally right after filming this video. I noticed that he says some things that make me believe he might have been an abused child, similar to how he abuses these kids. And the biggest thing that lit a red light went off when I was watching was when he said the phone doesn't work. Like, Finney was holding the phone and he was like, it doesn't work. It hasn't since I was a kid. So that is signifying that he's been living in this house most likely his whole life. Same town, same everything. He looks to be probably late 50s. So he's been here his whole life. And based off what you see in the town, the bullying, the sheer violence, abusive parents that don't really care about their kids that much, when you look at all that, it really is starting to point to that the grabber was once a victim himself. He then says right after that, that the phone rang one time, and he picked it up without thinking and answered, and there was nobody there. That's not specified whether that was when he was a kid, or if it was modern times. I'm assuming it was when he was a kid because it was in the same context. And on the whole theme of parallels of the storytelling of this movie, The Black Phone is just, it's amazing at telling a story and having good subplots go along with the main plot. It is phenomenal with that. And there's a lot of parallels. And the biggest one is, or I would argue the biggest one, is Finney and Gwen's abusive father. You know, he was an alcoholic. He whips them with a belt. It correlated with the grabber on how he whipped the kids with the belt. So that was a very good parallel because Finney was already used to that unpredictable snapping on a dime behavior from his father. So he wasn't as fazed as most likely as these other kids were when facing the grabber. The grabber's mask change. First he has a blank face when he first captures Finney because he's unsure, you know, is he good, is he bad, do I like him, do I not like him? Then it moves on to a smiley face with no eyepiece. So then he's still unsure, he's still watching him sleep. You can tell the way Ethan Hawke portrays him, the grabber really does love these kids in a good way in the beginning. Like when he has the smiling face on, he actually likes them. This dude has mental illness to the max, like multiple personalities literally expressing himself through these face masks. And the way, again, Ethan Hawke portrays him, it felt like he saw, when he sees Finney and sees these kids, it reminds him of when he was a kid, of himself. That's why he was like, oh, I'm just watching you sleep. You know, like, and he starts to tear up a little bit as, you know, because he doesn't have the eyepiece. So there definitely is something there, and I believe comforts him being able to, in his mind at the time, treat the kids nicely and not violently. Then the first call that Finney gets is from Bruce Yamada. It was the kid that he had an exchange with when they played baseball in the beginning of the movie. And the line that he said that really got me thinking was, he was like, the grabber hears the phone too, but he doesn't want to believe it. So that kind of, for me, that cements the idea that he was an abused kid, and he was abused so much, and he's seen the world through such a negative viewpoint that he doesn't want to accept that there is hope, that there is faith, and there is good in humanity. He wants to watch the world burn. And then the grabber is really insistent on the phone, in his words, not working. He's like, what'd I tell you about that phone? It doesn't work, at the end of the movie when he gets aggressive about it. And then in the trailer when he yells, hang up the phone now. He sees these kids as good originally. Like, he likes the kids. He treats them well. He gets them food, gets them soda, whatever. And then he leaves the door unlocked, and when they try to escape or do something wrong, they're, in his eyes, naughty boys. So then he is able to get his pent-up anger throughout his whole life of being abused, and he's now able to put it on the kids, because in his eyes they did something wrong trying to escape. So now he finally has an excuse in his mind to beat them. So there is a piece of humanity in the grabber. Yeah, not much is known about the grabber. That's what makes it so disturbing and scary, and it's a mystery. You don't know his backstory for sure. He leaves a couple hints like I mentioned before. If you look at his family, you look at his brother Max. Not much is known about him, not much is known about his family, but that's the only family that's given. and he seemed like a crazy dude that snorted cocaine. So maybe there's some dysfunction there, you know, that's how he deals with the abuse he experienced. And then he was actually a part-time magician, I believe. I don't think he made that up, because he had the van that said abracadabra. It's probably from a company. So maybe magic was a way for him to escape when he was a little kid. You know, kind of something to make him happy, something to look forward to in those dark times. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think of this theory. Do you think the grabber was an abused kid? Do you think he's just a psychopath? Nothing bad ever happened to him? Let me know what you guys think. A lot of Black Phone content is going to be upcoming in the next month. And again, I'm about to go see it for a 4th time. I'm going to take some notes, going to really analyze the story. And I love the Black Phone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I'll see you next time.